When their homes are destroyed, they remind themselves this dunya was never meant to be permanent. Their strength, like Asiyas, confuses the world. It makes people wonder, where does their resilience come from? Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another episode of She Believed, a Ramadan series here on a Muslim radio where we are talking about remarkable Muslim women throughout history and talking about what we can learn from them to apply to our day-to-day lives and how we can take them as role models to help us navigate this modern world. Today we are going to talk about Asiya bint Muzahim, the wife of Fir'aun, how she found peace in a place of tyranny and what we can learn from her about standing firm in faith even when everything around us is trying to break us. And I want to take this a step further because today we are surrounded by women like Asiya, the woman of Gaza, enduring unimaginable hardship, reminding us of the very same resilience. The world watches them and wonders how they remain so strong, and I know I've thought this as well. And the answer is the same as Asiya's. Today's episode is kind of heavy, and what's happening in Gaza should make us all feel something. And this isn't to minimize our own personal and individual issues, but they pale in comparison to what these people are experiencing. And I think we should, as a people and as a ummah, make a profound shift in who we are and turn to Allah sincerely. Asiya was married to Fir'aun, the most powerful and cruel ruler of his time. He called himself a god. He controlled nations, but what he couldn't control was Asiya's heart. When she saw baby Musa alayhi salam in the river, she felt an immediate connection and convinced Fir'aun to let her keep him, saving a prophet in that moment without knowing. Years later, when Musa alayhi salam came back as a prophet, she recognized the truth and chose to believe in Allah against Fir'aun's wishes. And when he found out, he was enraged and he tortured her. He tortured her in brutal ways. But instead of breaking, she made one of the most powerful du'as that is embodied in the Quran to this day. She said, "My Lord, build for me near you a house in paradise and save me from Fir'aun and his deeds and save me from the wrongdoing people." She wanted an end to her suffering, yes, but before that, she wanted closeness to Allah. That was her priority. Fir'aun had palaces, but Asiya wanted something greater. She wanted Jannah. Despite growing up in a society that worshipped Fir'aun, Asiya recognized the truth when she saw it. She chose to believe in Allah. And that's something very powerful that we can reflect on because her faith wasn't based on comfort or culture. It wasn't inherited. It was a conscious decision and one that came with unimaginable risks. And I'm of the belief that even if you inherited Islam, you still have to choose to believe yourself and choose to actively worship Allah because nobody's watching you. And even subhanallah reverts who choose to worship Allah in secret, which is something very commendable because so many of us are born into Islam, but we don't appreciate this gift. Today, we are witnessing the most documented genocide in history. We see countless stories of women who have lost their homes, their families, and their sense of security in the most brutal, inhumane way imaginable. Yet their faith in Allah remains unshaken. I often find myself wondering how they endure such torture. Every single time I see the new ways they are subjected to heinous acts, and I'm honestly amazed at how strong their iman is, and it makes me question myself, to be honest. Subhanallah, these women, they lose everything, but you still find them saying Alhamdulillah. Their children will be killed right in front of them, yet they will say they are with Allah now. When their homes are destroyed, they remind themselves this dunya was never meant to be permanent. Their strength, like Asiyas, confuses the world. It makes people wonder, where does their resilience come from? And the answer is an unwavering faith in Allah. Just like Asiya, their hearts are not tied to this dunya. They are tied to Allah. And I saw this post that said, "You cannot destroy a nation that knows that death is not the end," something like that. And it's so true because these people, it's like they are ready to go because they know where their destination is, and they know that this dunya is just not it. Like, this is not what we are meant for. So what is it we can take from these women? What can we learn from Asiya? Asiya was physically imprisoned in a palace, but spiritually, she was free. Fir'aun had everything, yet he was enslaved by his own arrogance. Sometimes we think freedom is about what we have, what we can control, but real freedom is in the heart. Who do we submit to? The dunya, people's expectations, our desires, or to Allah? Your dua is a reflection of your priorities. Asiya's dua wasn't just a request, it was a statement of what mattered most to her. So next time you make a dua, let's ask Allah for anything we want. What matters most to you is easy for the Lord of the world. Strength is not loud, it is consistent. Asia's strength wasn't in fighting back or making grand statements. It was in her unwavering belief. Strength isn't about being loud or getting up or speaking or appearing in front of the masses. It's about standing firm, whether that's holding on to your hijab when you're struggling, praying when it's too hard, or choosing your deen over changing trends. True strength is in your consistency. Asia's story teaches us how to live through hardship. We are definitely not facing Fir'aun, but we all have our own tests, our own trials, and we all have to make a choice, whether to submit to the hardship or to turn and submit to Allah. Asia's struggles are somewhat embodied in front of our eyes in the women of Gaza and in every person who stands firm in their faith while facing tyranny. Let's carry that strength with us and remember that the dunya is not our real home, and the next time you're facing hardship, make Asiya's dua. Make a statement of what it is you want from Allah and make it with conviction. Know that Allah is there for you. Allah puts you through hardship so that you can go back and choose Him. Or Allah puts you in a little struggle so that you can make dua so that He can help you. And today the world remembers Fir'aun only in ruins, but Asiya, she is remembered in the words of the Quran, in the ranks of the best women to ever live. So what matters more, what the world sees or what Allah sees? Anyways, I hope this episode shed some light on Asia's story. Again, this was not the full story. This is just a little snippet. And if you want to learn more, please do. Also, guys, I'm not a scholar. I do my own research and try to bring these facts to you. Yeah, I really do hope you learned something. And stay tuned for the next episode, inshallah. And remember, anything good is from Allah and anything bad, any mistakes, they're from myself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next time.